This is a video for making jewelry backers for on the laser cutter. So you're going to open up Fusion. Once you've done that, you're going to come over here to this button. It's called Create Sketch. Click on that. You can see that we get these three squares on the screen, and between the three squares we get a blue line, a green line, and a red line. You must click on the square between the green line and the red line. Don't click on any other square. It's this one here. Don't click on any other square. It's that square. There we go. Once you do that, you're going to come here to Document Settings, click the arrow to the left, make sure this is in millimeters. If it's not in millimeters, click here, come here, change it to millimeters. Click OK. I don't have to click OK because it's already set. Now, you're going to come up to the square. Click the square, click the center, and you're going to make this the size that you want. What size do you want it to be? I don't know. Whatever size you want. Personally, if I was doing this, I would probably say something like 40 wide. I'm typing in 40. I'm now pressing tab, and 60 tall would maybe be a good size. Once I type in 40 and 60, I'm going to press enter. At this point, I can do some design work. This is really boring. You need to have some designs. If I was hanging a ring off of this, I would probably want to have some sort of long strip here that I could fold over a ring and tape a ring onto it. To do that, I want to draw a long square in the middle. How am I going to do that? I'm going to come here. I'm going to select the center point rectangle. Actually, sorry, first I'm going to come here and click the line tool. I'm going to come along the edge until it stops at center. I'm going to draw a line all the way down. Take care. That has shown up on center. I'm now going to click the create, come down to rectangle, click the center point rectangle. Go all the way up the center line until it clicks, finds the center, click once, and I'm going to make a nice long rectangle here. And I'm going to make mine 4. I'm going to press tab and 40. I'm going to press enter. I can use the scroll wheel. I can zoom in nice and close so I can actually see what I'm doing here. At this point, I'm going to click the top line. I'm going to press delete. I'm going to click this dotted line and press delete. I'm going to click this line. I'm going to press delete. I'm going to press this, click this line, I'm going to press delete. Also, this dimension, it can go away. And this dimension can go away. And you know what? This can go away. I don't like it. Okay. So there's that. What else can I do here? You know what? Instead of this being square, I'm going to make that round. I'm going to come down here, find the circle. I'm going to take the 2-point circle. And I'm going to click here. And I'm going to click here. And now the end of this is round. And I'm going to take the trim tool, and I'm going to trim that off. And now the end's round. And if you look at my display in the classroom, you can see I've used this before. And what happens is we can thread a ring through this and fold it back and tape it onto itself. And it holds a ring quite nicely. Maybe I want this to hold earrings. I'm going to come here. I'm going to click circle. And I'm just going to draw a little circle. When I say little circle, I'm talking about like a 1.5 millimeter circle. Just big enough for like an earring hook to go through. Now, I want to put another circle on this side in the exact same spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here. I'm going to go along the edge until I find the center. I'm just going to draw a line part way down. And see how I got this line stuck here? I'm going to press escape. It goes away. Up here in the top left, I have the mirror tool. I'm going to click on that. And this box shows up. And it says Object, Select. I'm going to select this circle being my object. And now it says I selected it. Now I'm going to click here for mirrored line. I'm going to click here. Boop, and my other circle shows up. I'm going to click OK. And now I got 2 circles. And this line's still here. I'm going to leave that line for the moment though, because I need to like put a little hanger here so I can display my earrings on a hook as if you go into a store and you're buying something off a hook. So I'm going to click on create, come down to rectangle, and I'm going to get the center rectangle, and I'm going to click on this line, and you know what, I'm going to press escape. I don't like where I placed that. Try that again. I'm going to go a little lower. I'm going to draw a rectangle here, and I don't know, something like that. And then I'm going to take a circle, and I'm going to draw a circle here. And I'm going to zoom in nice and close. And I'm going to take my trim tool, and I'm going to start cleaning this up. And all these lines are annoying, and they can all go away. And I could just click on them and hit delete as well. Okay, and you can kind of see that looks like what you'd see in a store as far as a hanger goes. I could also click on this fillet tool, and I could click here and press enter, and I could do that for all these corners. And now this is drafting software, so it likes to give us dimensions, and we're not actually making blueprints. So if you want, if the dimensions are driving you crazy, you could just click on the dimensions and hit delete. We don't really need those dimensions. Okay, so I have lots of space here. If I was hanging weight on here, it's not going to be a problem. Here, there's not much structure here. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to draw a line somewhere about here, and I'm going to click trim. And I'm just going to remove some of that so there's more strength here. And oh no, my circle vanished. I'm just going to take the circle tool, and my center's still there, and I'm just going to go 1.5 and redraw that circle. I could have redrew the line and mirrored it as well. But there it is, and goodbye dimension. Okay, so like there's the start of this, and I'm going to come here, and maybe I want this to be 5. I'm going to type 5, and I'm going to radius that. 5, enter, and really start making it look like something that's displaying a product. It's got to be eye-catching, right? Because, like, you might think, oh, there's no point of doing this. I'm just making it for myself. You got to make it eye-catching. You got to make it look like you like your product and you want to sell your product. And maybe it's just something for yourself. But, hey, you know what? You got to show that you're passionate about what you're doing. And it's amazing and awesome. One thing that I want everyone to do is come up with some amazing, like, image, some logo, something that represents them. And, like, that is not what this is. This does not represent me. But this is just a really quick demo. But you got to come up with something amazing. Something like that. Some sort of logo. That's horrible. Like so. So you're going to do all this. You also have to put your name on it somewhere. You're going to do your name, though, on the laser computer. You're not going to put your name in here. The name just doesn't work well when we do it in the software. We're going to do it on the computer that the laser is connected to. But once you do all this, we're going to come up here and we're going to go end, and you're going to have this wonderful backer. Yours is going to look more awesome than this. It's going to be amazing. If you look at it, you're like, oh, it doesn't look great, I want to edit it. Don't click back up here. It doesn't work. You're going to come down here, you're going to right click. If it would let me. Right click, and you're going to go edit sketch. And then you can come in, you can be like, oh, I actually want this to be curved. Right, and you can add more detail to it. I want this to be curved. And you can clean it up to however you want it. And then once again, return up here. Once you're happy, click save. And I would call this your name _ backer, click save, and then you're going to go File, Export. You're going to click on here, make sure it says DXF, and you're going to click Export. And when you do that, this comes up, and this will sit here, and sometimes it works right away, and sometimes you get this like line and nothing ever happens. So what I want you to do is I want you to close it. I want you to go back up here. I want you to go back to export, and I want you to export it again. And then what happens is, look, it happened instantly the second time, and this other one's still floating here doing nothing. I don't know why it does that. But the second time worked instantly, so now it's done. So save yourself a ton of time and just do it twice for some weird reason. But that's how we draw the backer.